Good evening, folks. Yes, it's Truth Speaker. I've been very busy lately, but the midterm elections are coming up, and this just need to be said. I've said it once, and I'll say it again, and I'll continue to say it. Most politicians, be it Democrat or Republican, are as full of crap as a constipated elephant. The large majority of them are lobbyists. Do you understand? They work for the top 1%. Do you understand? Do you know how much money the Koch brothers and people of their circle? Oh, never mind. Look, let me tell you something. And especially the Democrats. African Americans, Black Americans, Negroes, or whatever you want to call yourself, have been voting for the Democratic Party for over 50 years. And you can go from New York to California, Detroit, Michigan, Jacksonville, Florida. You can go to the coastline of South Carolina. Go to any of these neighborhoods and look and judge for yourself. Has it benefited African Americans? Now they didn't even come out. African Americans have not came out in large numbers to vote in the last election. That's just a fact. You've been had. You've been hoodwinked. Do you understand me? Now, I don't belong to, before anybody say, why you're standing up for Republicans, I'm not. But just to put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak, for 90% of us to vote for the Democratic Party is nonsensical. They have not done one thing for our people. We have been fighting for jobs and justice for 50 years, even when they are in control of the Senate, the House, and a Democrat in the White House. What have they done? I mean, sometimes we just sit down and observe these people. For people or a party to get your, or political party to get your vote, we have to unite, and they have to do something. We have to come with one agenda, one accord. Do you understand? We have to unite and tell them what we want to better our communities. Do you understand? And I just want to give you one quick example. In Florida, the NAACP chapter, they said it's unacceptable that Florida Democrats didn't show up for the governor's forum. Did you hear about that? Did you read that? Not one Democrat even showed up. And here goes the thing. A Saturday morning NAACP forum in Tallahassee, where Mayor Andrew Gillum was the only candidate to show up for the forum, and they said the organization says Jeff Green, Philip Levine, and there's a few others said it. They never told anybody that they were coming in the first place. This is not the first or only time this has happened. Stop putting all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. We do not have to be Democrats. You don't have to be Republicans either. Do you understand me? Look at our neighborhoods. Look at how many, even the children in Chicago are getting shot down. Did you see the death count this weekend? Every weekend in Chicago, you see how many people are shot and how many people are killed? Everybody do all this talking, but nobody's coming in to help do anything. Do you understand? Our children, we need a better education in our neighborhoods, protection for our young and our elderly. Do you understand that? You need economic opportunities. This is why Dr. King was murdered. Assassinated. He wasn't assassinated because he had a dream. He was assassinated because he said, we need economic equality. Do you understand that? Do you know what Dr. King also said? I fear that I've integrated my people into a burning house. What the heck do you think he was talking about? Well, what do you think he was talking about? No, I'm not just picking on anybody. A lot of time we need to just go and read, check them on these candidates before, why are we going to vote for somebody because they're white, black, or purple? And our neighborhoods are getting worse. Let me tell you something, folks. And I hate to say this, and I'm a Christian, but I'm not perfect. I believe in God with all my heart. Everything I do, I put before the throne first. Yes, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. But we are in a dangerous position in America. Our position is not getting any better economically or academically. Do you understand it? And our children should be going to school, learning how to become entrepreneurs. so we can build up our own neighborhood and employ our own people. And another thing, what gets on my nerve, black on black crime in our community is at an outrageous number. The stats are disgusting, and it's getting worse. Even babies, even children are getting shot down playing with toys. You know how many videos I've made? What in the heck is going on? Do you think God is pleased? You mean it's bad enough you have to be afraid for, but might be some mass shooter that goes in our school and shoot down our children. You have to be worrying about our own people shooting our kids down in the street in their own yards playing ball. It's the white man. I am tired of hearing that. Do you understand me? Black on black crime is a black problem. Let's march up and down the street in black neighborhoods to stop this madness. Professor Manning is right. At the rate we are going, the Arabs will be signing our paychecks and we'll be paying another ethnic group up for rent. Do you know that? Since the Emancipation Proclamation, when Lincoln freed the slaves, there were 4 million blacks. Roughly about 250,000 to 300,000 were free. We own less than 0.5% of America's wealth. Here we are 150 years later, still talking about marching up and down the street. 40 million blacks, and we still own 0.5% of America's wealth. Now, does that sound like we prospered any to you? It seems like we have to sit back. Let me tell you, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Me personally, like I tell you, I'm not a Democrat or Republican. Just choose wisely. Just don't keep following these Democrats. Most of them are lobbyists. And in my next video, I'm going to just call names and tell you to go and read for yourself and do research to check for yourself. Don't take anybody's word for it. You've been voting for Democrats for over 50 years, and we have not prospered at all. Do you understand? Be careful. Chance the Rapper said it. It's been said over and over and over. The Democratic Party cares nothing for black people. If they did, they would show it. God bless folks. And pray for America. We really need it. Come on, black folks. We're better than this. And I'm going to start talking to all African Americans because you're fed up. You're sick and tired. You're sick and tired of marching up and down the street and nothing is being done. Your children are being shot down. Cops seem to be doing whatever the hell they want. And in some cases in your neighborhood selling drugs, or having other people selling drugs for them. Some of your children are going missing. And now this has to stop. Let's unite. Put God first. Stop this black on black crime. And do research. Tell these politicians what we want or they won't get our vote. Don't just go out there and vote for any of these people without asking for them, because they're just taking, especially the Democrats, they're just taking the black vote for granted because they know you're going to vote for them anyway, so they don't have to do anything. Just sit down and talk. And some of them aren't even doing that. God bless folks, and be careful. Remember, the midterm elections are coming up. It's essential, it's very important that you get out and vote. And be careful who you vote for. Do your research. What candidate is going to benefit you and your community more? What policies do they stand for that's going to benefit you and your community? You're black. Remember, you were kidnapped. Your ancestors were kidnapped and brought here, okay? Most of these things that were put in place are benefiting other people more than who it was meant for. That's something else. Forgive me, folks. But we're in dangerous territory here. So I just had to say, remember, I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Most politicians are as full of crap as a constipated elephant. I don't care if they are Democrat or Republicans. God bless. And pray, folks, and because we really need it. And pray for our military overseas and at home. Because we're in a dangerous situation here. God bless.